everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a new video. I wanted to start a new series on my channel, taking you guys along my journey of learning how to do character and portrait painting on nails. I have seen a couple people on Instagram who do this type of work, and it really interests me. It's something that looks so cool, and I would just love to be able to know how to do something like that. So I am trying to basically teach myself using online references and maybe some like YouTube videos or things like that. I have not taken any classes on how to do this, and I do not have any type of art background that would help give me like any semblance of an idea on how to do this. So a lot of this is going to be me using online tools that are free and available to everybody, and will also be a lot of trial and error. So I wanted to try this because I was going to be spending some time practicing, over the next couple months, year, trying to see what I can learn and gather just through online tools. So that is something that I thought would be fun to just take you guys along for, because I am sure that there may be some others like me who are beginners and or just self-taught like I am, and try to learn as much as they can using what is available free on the internet. So if you are interested in something like this, definitely like this video so that I know you guys enjoy these types of videos, and that I will keep filming and posting them for you. For right now, I am doing this on a full cover tip. I found that that was going to be the best way for me to film it. I have done character painting at least a couple. I think I've tried it maybe 3 other times. I have done it on myself. I will say it is hard to get that angle in filming because of just trying to keep your hand in the right position where you can see it, as well as the camera. So I felt like with stuff like this, it was going to be easier to do on a full cover tip. So that is what I'm going to be doing. That also will allow me to save all of these so that we can see later down the line. I can compare videos like this and the nails that I did in these videos to the nails that I do later down the line when I maybe have more practice, or maybe new techniques or things that have helped me get more accurate representation of the characters or people that I'm trying to do the portrait of. So that I was kind of like a long-winded explanation of saying, watch me try and fail many times on how to learn hand painting. So what I'm using here today, I'm not focusing too much on showing you guys products. All of these paints that I'm using today are acrylic paints. You can find them at Michael's or any craft store. Amazon probably has a bunch. They are really inexpensive and easy to find most places. So definitely just look around, see what's available to you. The one thing I will say that I think I learned in doing this portrait, because the other character painting that I have done is not of like a person. So I feel like the painting style is a little bit different for those characters than this. What I will say is that the acrylic paints are really, really good for when you need a more flat character painting, with just that like layering over top of each other. If you're trying to get like shading and shadows, I found that I struggled with doing that with the acrylic paint because they do dry on air contact. So trying to get like those small areas of shadowing was really difficult. It is possible to do shadowing with acrylic paint, but I just found doing it in that very small area was difficult with the texture of the paint. I have not tried doing any type of hand nail painting with gel paints, which I know is what most people that I've seen have used. I wanted to kind of learn how to do this type of painting with different mediums because I wanted to see what mediums I liked for different purposes, and then that way I can kind of pick and choose based off of what type of like character, portrait background, whatever it is that I'm doing, what medium is going to work best for that, and kind of tailor it to whatever I'm doing. So I have only used the acrylic paint so far. I will be trying gel paints down the line so that I can learn that as well. I do think gel paints will be better for more of the portrait painting because of getting that like 3D effect and that like layered and shadowed look. Gel paints are a little bit easier for that because they're a lot easier to thin out and make like more of that translucent or kind of sheen look to it. So I am going to be trying those two and let you know what I think of those, and if I do feel like they work the way that I'm imagining that they would be, which is that they would be better for that more 3D effect. But what I'm going to do in this series is start off mainly with character painting and cartoon drawing so that I can get the basics of like copying the photo and getting like features in the right places, and then focus on more of that 3D work where you need to pay more attention to shadows. Maybe shapes aren't as prominent to really differentiate as they are on like a cartoon. So kind of a lot of words and a lot of things and plans for me to do, but mainly I am going to try to take this step by step, and I will let you guys know whatever references or things that I use to kind of help me out. In this one, I did not look up any tutorials or videos to help me with any tips on how to do this. I really just looked up the photo and wanted to see with my raw, bare skills what I could do so that I know kind of where my starting point is. So that's what I'm doing here. I will say the parts that I did struggle with the most are the parts that I figured I would struggle with the most, which is the eyes, the nose, the mouth, mainly those small features, getting them proportioned as well as in the right angle and in the right placement on the face. So I feel like that's where I struggled the most. Towards the end, I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but let me know if you do in the comments below what you think that like I did okay with as far as this painting, and what you think I could do more improvement on, so that I know where you guys are also seeing kind of where my skills are at, and that will help me because obviously I may think something looks pretty good, but somebody else may be like, oh, you need to tweak a couple things here and there, and that'll really just help me learn and help you guys learn if you guys are struggling with the same things. So I definitely want this to be maybe like a little community to where we could talk about like tips for hand painting or tips for just painting in general, whether it's you know, doing it on nails or doing it on other types of canvases, so that we could all learn a new skill or a new trick. So I hope that that is something that you guys are interested in. I will try to be better. This time I didn't even think about it just because obviously these are paints that you can find pretty much everywhere, and I'm doing a lot of like mixing of the colors. If I do like nail products, like the gel paints and stuff, I will make sure that I list each color or product so that you know, because obviously each formulation for that is different. The acrylic paints, they do have like colors and names, but they're pretty standard, and every brand pretty much has the same ones. I have a couple sets that I bought, and they're all pretty similar, so you can find these honestly anywhere, which is why I didn't focus too much on it. But I will try to be better, especially when it comes to like nail products and stuff, because obviously those ones are a little bit more expensive versus the like craft paints and supplies, to make sure I tell you guys which ones I'm using. So if you are interested in doing work like this and you like the way that it applies, that you are able to go get them as well and get the ones that you see in the video. So I will definitely be better about that down the line. So one thing that I will say in this video, if you didn't notice, which is I kind of keep going back and forth. I don't think that this is something that's really recommended, but I will say that I was very, very nervous about doing the features on the face, so I tried as much as I could to avoid that as long as possible. I will say my biggest struggle, and the thing that I don't think came out very well, like I said, is the features on the face. That is something that I will have to do a lot more practice with, and maybe look up some material online on how to do like the features and how to get the right placement. So that is something that I will practice for the next time. Let me know as far as the other features of this, like I said, if you think there are things I could improve on as well. So I make sure to look up material for that. And any material I do look up, I will link that below as well, especially if there is like a tip or trick that I use in one of these videos. So let me know down below what you would like to see me try to paint next. Mainly what I was going to try was more of maybe like the Disney princesses or things like that, but I do want to try to mix things up and not always do the same type of painting, because I do, like I said, want to just learn how to do multiple different types of portrait painting and character painting, and the way to do that is to not get stuck in the same thing. And I am the worst when learning new things, that I just kind of dive off the deep end. It happened when I tried to learn how to do nails. I wanted to learn acrylic and gel and encapsulation and all the things, like sculpting and tips and all that, all at once. So definitely I'm not the best at taking my time. So give me some ideas down below on what you guys would like to see from me. Let me know what you think of this. I do think there's a lot of improvement that I could make, but I am happy with it for my first try, and I can't wait to show you guys what else I come up with. So like this video, comment down below, subscribe to this channel to see more of these videos from me. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Bye everybody.